It was an absolute emotional roller coaster ride of a day for Blue Jay fans this afternoon at Kauffman Stadium against the Kansas City Royals. Going in, the Jays had lost 4 consecutive games. It had been ugly. We talked about it yesterday. 3 runs in your last 4 games. The Yankees keep winning. It's not good. They were 2 games behind you. You hold the tiebreaker, so really 3 up on them, which is okay. But they've got some tomato cans the rest of the way. Now, still, the Blue Jays don't do that. However, you can celebrate today because with the 8-5 win over the Kansas City Royals this afternoon at Kauffman Stadium, the Toronto Blue Jays have clinched their ticket into the 2025 postseason. It has been a crazy ride this year. And I know there's still a long way to go, and I know this is only the first of many goals we want this team to achieve. But I want to sit here and I want to thank you guys. From the bottom of my heart, watching these games, the ups, the downs, the garbage cans and all, you guys have been here. Now we're not done yet. Step 1 of the journey is complete. Getting to the playoffs. Step 2, win the division. Step 3, actually step 3 might actually come before step 2, the way the rest of the American League is looking. But regardless, you want those 3 steps done. Best record in the AL, win the division, make the playoffs. One of those is done. 6 games to go. Let's make it happen. Now let's talk about this ball game today and how the Blue Jays clinched their postseason berth. It started great. Top of the 2nd inning. Great. David Schneider leads with a walk. And then Nathan Lucas into a fielder's choice. We're like, okay. Then Ernie Clement fights one off in the inner half, dumps it into right field for a base hit. David Schneider up to Nathan Lucas up to second base. You have 2 on. But we had Andres Jimenez out the 8-9, then Heineman after him. I'm like, I can't get too excited here. Andres Jimenez does a soft line drive to right. And I'm watching the game and I'm like, it's right at him, isn't it? No, it drops in front of him. Nathan Lucas comes in to score. Ernie to third. You got runners in the corners now. You've got a lead. It's 1-0. Holy crap, the Blue Jays get an early advantage. It is a freaking miracle. Tyler Heineman then drops down a safety squeeze. Ernie Clement comes in to score. Heineman's tagged out in between the bases, or in between home and first. It's 2-0 Blue Jays. Some small ball gets it done. Then George Springer lines one up the middle and a little bit to the gap in left center field. Andres Jimenez comes in to score. Springer up to second. It is 3-0 Blue Jays. What in the hell am I watching? They scored 3 runs in the 2nd inning. They had scored 3 runs the previous 4 freaking games. Whatever, you're up 3-0. And then Trey Savage out there in the bottom half of the 2nd inning, 1-2-3. Awesome. Jays go 1-2-3 in the top of the 4th. Trey Savage back in the bottom of the 3rd, top of the 3rd, excuse me. Trey Savage in the bottom half of the 3rd, 1-2-3. Great. Jays top 4, 1-2-3. Not great. And this is where things start to really piss everyone. Was that this inning? No, it wasn't this inning. Bobby Witt lines out in the bottom of the 4th. Vinny Pasquantino walks. Miguel Garcia, was it the infield single? Yeah, that was when he lined it right off of Addison Barger's foot. Infield single. All right, you got guys in the corners. But he strikes out Salvador Perez. And now there's 2 out. But then Adam Frazier, it's a little dribbler infield single. And I'm like, God, Barger cuts in front of Jimenez, can't make the play. And we're like, okay, the bases are now loaded. And Carter Jensen, this dude has ripped this apart in this series. He hits a 2-run single. And just like that, it's a 1-run ball game. And then he walks the next guy. Bases are now loaded again. He gets the ground out to end the inning. Thank God, you're still up 3-2. Next half inning, top of the 5th, Tyler Heineman, bloop single. George Springer called out on strikes. But then Dalton Varsho singles to right field. He got 2-1 for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And I'm watching the TV and I'm like, Vlad, we've heard all the stats. You haven't hit an extra base hitting forever. Hell, I said that yesterday. And he comes up, gets a change up in the zone from Michael Wacha, and drives this thing to left center, or is it more or less to center field. I thought it was gone off the bat, but it either one hops the wall, goes off the wall. Who cares? A 2-run double for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Heineman and Varsho score. You take those 2 runs right back. Then Barger rips one down the first baseline. Vladdy comes in to score on the RBI double. 6-2 Blue Jays. Vibes are very high. Awesome stuff for the Toronto Blue Jays. Yes, please. It's fantastic. And then, bottom 5, where everyone was about ready to snap. After a Mike Yastrzemski single to right field, and Trey Savage is facing Bobby Witt. And he hits a line drive to center. And it looks initially like it's caught by Dalton Varsho. But hold on, they say he trapped it. We're like, okay. Initially, honestly, by looking at it from the naked eye, I'm like, he may have trapped it. But then they show replays as they go to review. Now, Jays fans are already still fuming from Buddy's fan interference call last week. And we're watching the replay. And we're like, okay, that's as about a catch as you're going to find. You don't see a ball hit the ground. You see it go right into the webbing, and he curls his glove underneath, and boom, it's right in the tip of his... It's a catch. Like, there's no doubt about it. It's a freaking catch. And they come back from review, and they're like, he trapped the baseball, and I'm like, what's the point of these replays? Like, honest to God, what is the freaking point? They're not wrong. They're not right half the time, clearly. And now there's 2 on and nobody out. We know it goes to New York. We know which New York team is trying to catch the Blue Jays. We get it. But being that obvious and that stupid, come on. Don't make it so easy. So immediately they go to the bullpen for Brendan Little. And Trey Savage comes out. Brendan Little comes in. Vinny Pasquantino at the dish, right? Makes sense for the lefty. And they get the ground ball. They get it. Whoa, what happened there? I think it was to Vladdy. He goes to second, gets the out at first. At second, throw back to first. Brendan Little just completely whiffs on the baseball. Now, luckily, it stays in play, and he kind of bounced right back to him, so no run crosses there. But good Lord. You get it now. And Miguel Garcia then hits an RBI single. Okay? And then Salvador Perez hits an RBI single. It is a 2-run ball game now at this point. It's an absolute disaster. You're up 6-2. It's now, 6-4. It is not where you want to be. Luckily, Adam Frazier lines down to get doubled off at second base. I bet you every single Blue Jay fan watching is like, hey, you want to go look at that one? It looked pretty close to me. But anyways, they don't. And it's a double play and the inning is over. And then the bottom half of the 6th rolls around. And was it the leadoff guy? No, they get the Carter Jensen to ground out. And then Caglione drives one to the opposite field to left to Davis Schneider. I'm sorry. We all love the mustache. Davis, for the love of God, if you're going to die for it, die for it. If it's going to look like that and then you're going to get up and not hustle to get the ball, get your ass on the bench. I'm sorry. They end up getting a triple out of that. And then former Blue Jay Randall Grichuk singles to right, scoring him easily. It's a 1-run ball game now. And still a lot of baseball to play. But then the top of the 7th inning rolls around. No, was it the 7th inning that good things happened? No, it wasn't. It was the 8th. And also, shout out who came out in the 7th. Sir Anthony Dominguez. I mean, an inning and a third, a couple punch-outs. Absolute dog effort from him. Top of the 8th inning, Angel Zerpa comes into the ball game. And Miles Straw leads off with a single. David Schneider pops out. They bring in Ty France. He lines out to center. Ernie then singles to left field, scoring Miles Straw. How did Miles Straw get over there again? He must have moved up. He singled to center field. I don't freaking know. He singled to left field. Miles Straw comes in to score. And then Andres Jimenez hits one over the right fielder's head. It's a triple for him. Ernie comes in. The Jays score 2 more. We're feeling good. It's now 8-5 Blue Jays. And the bullpen locked this thing down. Dominguez, dog. Eric Lauer, I mean, he barely threw any pitches today. Let me find. 7 pitches to get 3 outs. Yes, please. And Jeff Hoffman gave up a double, which looked foul, but whatever. Goes a clean inning, gets save number 32, and the Toronto Blue Jays clinch the postseason. Oh, yeah. Get win number 90 on the year, the first American League team to do so, get back to 24 games over 500, and go into the off day feeling very good about themselves. They don't look back at the previous 4 before today. They just won a game 8-5, a tough one, where it looked like you got screwed as well. And you come back home for final 6 games, and this place is going to be buzzing looking to get an AL East crown. Let's get these player stats before we wrap this thing up, all right? George Springer, as per usual, 2 for 4 with an RBI and a walk. Great job. Varsho, 1 for 5, scored a run. Vladdy, 2 for 5 with a run scored and drove in 2. Finally, Barger, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Miles Straw, 1 for 2, scored a run coming off the bench for Addison Barger. The bottom of the lineup, getting it done. Ernie, 2 for 4, scored 2, drove in 1. Andres Jimenez, finally, 2 for 4 with a run scored, drove in 2. Tyler Heineman, 1 for 3 with a run scored, an RBI, and dropped down a beautiful suicide squeeze bunt. Beautiful stuff. 12 hits for the Blue Jays, struck out only 5 times, walked twice. Great. Trey Savage, the line doesn't look great, but he got screwed. 4 innings, didn't look as good. He didn't look great today, though. 4 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, struck out 2, walked 3. Not a great outing from him. Brandon Little was just getting piece all over the place. An inning and 2/3, 4 hits and a run. Didn't even get a punch out. Not him. But Sir Anthony Dominguez, when things got hairy, no problem. This is what happens when you have a guy who's done it before. Inning and a third, no base runners, 2 punch outs, dog. Eric Lauer, clean inning, dog. And Jeff Hoffman, with all the talk about the velo being down, and it is down, he did a job. Great stuff from him, and the Blue Jays win it, and we move on. Yes, the Yankees won. You stay 2 up, 3 games up. Look, you go 3-3 at home, they got to go perfect. You go 4-2, it's over. And it doesn't matter what they do. You win 2 series, it's done. Is it going to be tough? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Why do I say that? Game 1, you're facing Lucas Giolito, who's been incredible for them this year. But Kevin Gausman gets the bump for the Blue Jays, so we'll see how that goes. Brian Bayo gets Game 2 against Max Scherzer. And the finale is Garrett Crochet versus Shane Bieber. Oh, yes, please! It's going to be 3 incredible games at Rogers Center. Take 2 of 3. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the win today, smack that like button to appreciate it. The subscribe button, you guys know that's already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below, so follow up there if you haven't done so already. I will talk to you guys Tuesday. Leafs edition, preseason, game 2. But Tuesday, Jays edition, game 1 of 3 against the Boston Red Sox at Rogers Center. 7:07 first pitch. Lucas Giolito, Kevin Gausman. Here we go, fellas. 6 games, 6 home games. Looking to win the AL East. Let's go. Lights up. Let's go. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and are jacked up for this 6-game homestand to end the year. We'll talk to you guys then.